monster. When I say monster, you say damn, monster, monster. Yeah, when I say monster, you say damn, monster, monster. That's right, we got the green light, it's a party in the can tonight. Let's go, this is how we roll. I'm tired that I'm larger than life. Doesn't matter where you're from, it's running through your blood. Time to get loud, everybody buckle up. You waited, now you made it to the greatest show on earth. It's the monster.
Atlanta, say it with me. This is Monster Jam!
Our first competition of the event is JCB Racing. All 12 trucks have been seated into a bracket based on their race times from our event right here last night at Echo Park Speedway. The 4 fastest drivers receive an automatic bye into round 2. But up first, 8 Monster Jam superstars got to battle it out head-to-head. So Atlanta, you got to make some noise. Are you ready for some JCB Racing?
Up first in round 1, riding out of the blue lane from Mirabel, Quebec, Canada, Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. And in the red lane from Osteen, Florida, Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. Our drivers are pulling up to the starting line. That means they have the second amber light. Red will turn green, and we will begin round 1 of racing here in Atlanta. Your winner is going to be Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. Lucas Stabilizer unable to finish the race as Excalibur has impeded that red finish line on the race lane. So Cynthia Gauthier, being close to the finish line, will take the win, and she will advance to round 2 of JCB Racing, where she will meet Thunder Roar. So Cole Stevens, who won JCB Racing last night here in Atlanta, will take on Cynthia Gauthier in Lucas Stabilizer. Your bracket is up. Mayhem, JCB Digatron, and Avenger also awaiting our round 1 winners here in round 2. Sparkle Smash meets Classroom Crusher, El Toro Loco going up against Gravedigger and Megalodon in Jester. I told you how last night that blue lane was dominant throughout the night, and we see the first casualty in the red lane is Mike Pagliarulo in Excalibur. Right now, we're going to send it back to the pits to get an update from Lindsay Noble.
Thanks, Scott. You know, here today, we are certainly going to be at the mercy of our Monster Jam trucks. I know Mike Pagliarulo and Excalibur was having RII issues yesterday, having some electrical wiring issues, so we're going to figure out what's going on with that as well. But one thing I'd like to highlight here is we do have 4 drivers that are in round 2 today. That is going to mean that they have lane choice. Those 4 drivers are JCB Digatron, Avenger, Thunder Roarus, and Mayhem. So those 4 drivers not only have lane choice, but you just heard Scott mention it, is yesterday that blue lane was really successful. Today, they do look like they're about even, so we're going to see exactly what happens here as we continue in JCB Racing.
Fans, you can donate to St. Jude, as we are proud to partner once again with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. You can donate by scanning that QR code that is up on the video board. You also saw them at the pit party, or you can go to monsterjam.com/St. Jude. Join the movement. Join us as partners with St. Jude. Every single dollar, every proceed goes to the families of patients at St. Jude so that no family has to worry about a single bill while their child fights childhood cancer. So once again, that's monsterjam.com/St. Jude to join us as a partner with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Hey, Lindsay, I have a question for you in the back real quick. The sun, we saw Colt Stevens talk about the sun. Is that affecting the drivers at all as well today?
Thanks, Scott. You know, we're definitely going to see that here today. Visibility is everything behind the wheel of a Monster Jam truck. We know that our trucks are set up for safety, so you've got to continue the fact that they are actually completely in their helmets, completely in a Hans degree, and what they're looking at is that barely having any peripheral vision. They've got to make sure that they are prepared on the track. A lot of our drivers walk the track several times, not only during practice, but of course during the event as well. So we're going to be looking at a lot of these drivers really remembering the track and figuring out exactly where to go in this sunshine. One thing's for sure, we're going to be seeing some top speed. Are you guys ready for more action?
Thank you, Lindsay. Up next, out of Christmas, Florida, Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. And her opponent in the red lane out of Itasca, Illinois, Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. Classroom Crusher unable to compete in JCB Racing last night, so Camden getting his first crack here at this incredible racetrack at Echo Park Speedway. Your winner is Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. Jamie Sullivan with a great jump off the starting line. How about a half truck length lead as we take a look at the original Super Bowl Blue to the action replay. She finishes by over a truck length. So again, the lane choice very, very crucial here. Left lane to red lane 0 as we continue on with round 1 of JCB Racing. Next up in round 1 out of Leicester, Massachusetts, it's Joe Foley, El Toro Loco. And from Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, 5-time World Finals champion, Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. Gravedigger comes into this racing competition 24-16 with 2 wins, 2-0 against Joe Foley and El Toro Loco so far in the 2026 Monster Jam season. Is Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. 5-second penalty will be assessed on El Toro Loco for getting out of the race lane. You saw coming out of the straightaway, El Toro Loco went off to the right, leaving the race lane, as there's a great look on the original Super Glue replay of the strong finish from Adam Anderson in Gravedigger. So Gravedigger advances into round 2, where Adam Anderson will meet Tristan England and JCB Digatron with a time of 23.861. There's a look at your bracket moving into round 2. 1 spot left remaining, going up against Jim Kohler in Avenger. We got Megalodon and Jester coming up, but those 6 spots have already been filled. 1 more to go to round out our 8 Monster Jam Truck round 2 JCB Racing bracket. In our final round 1 race out of Conroe, Texas, Kevin Crocker, Megalodon. And his opponent in the red lane out of Osteen, Florida, Matt Pagliarulo, Jester. This is the fourth meeting this season between Kevin Crocker and Matt Pagliarulo. Kevin has a 3-0 advantage and also has a racing win, the first of his career back in Indianapolis. So Kevin Crocker also coming off that first career BKT overall event championship. The winner moves on to round 2 to face Jim Kohler and Avenger is our final race in round 1 of JCB Racing. And your winner, Kevin Crocker of Megalodon. So some issues for Jester coming right off of that first ramp. 2 5-second penalties for Jester, impeding the race lane twice. So getting both those front tires out of the race lane. Gets 2 5-second penalties for Matt Pagliarulo. Kevin Crocker, Megalodon, with a clean race pass, will advance to meet his team screen teammate 27.309. There is your bracket for round 2. Thunderoris meets Lucas Stabilizer. Mayhem going against Sparkle Smash. JCB Decatron goes head-to-head with Gravedigger, and Avenger will take on Megalodon. We are down to 8. We'll get to 4. Moving into the semifinal round here. We're moving on here in just a moment of JCB Racing.
It is time for round 2 of JCB Racing. The 4 winners from round 1 will now go head-to-head with the 4 drivers that received that automatic bye into round 2. So let's keep it going, Atlanta. Make some noise, because are you ready for some more JCB Racing?
Up first in round 2 out of Houston, Texas, 2-time World Finals champion, Colt Stevens, Thunderoris. And advancing from round 1, 2019 World Finals high jump champion, Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. Colt with 3 racing wins on the year, including one last night on this track. Your winner is Colt Stevens, Thunderoris. Take a look at the original Super Glue glued to the action replay. Wild finish there. There's your times, 24.216 for Colt Stevens. Barely getting by, but a win is a win. Thunderoris advancing to our semifinal round. Next in round 2 out of Columbus, Michigan, former Monster Jam Rookie of the Year, Chris Kohler, Mayhem. And advancing from round 1 out of Christmas, Florida, Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. This is the 5th meeting between these 2 rising stars in Monster Jam. Chris has a 3-1 advantage, made it to the racing finals last night, sticking now in lane choice with that left lane, which as of right now 4-1 in JCB Racing through a half around here in round 2 in the full round 1 bracket. We are ready to go Creed in round 2. We're going to go to the original Super Glue glued to the action replay for this finish. Too close to call from up here. Take a look. And your winner is Chris Kohler in Mayhem by an inch. Might as well be a mile as Chris Kohler advancing to the semifinals for a rematch from last night between Thunderoris and Mayhem. There's your times, 23.621. That is the fastest time of the night so far, so Chris Kohler will get lane choice in that semifinal matchup against Colt Stevens. Up next here in round 2 out of Paris, Texas, 2-time World Finals champion Tristan England, JCB Digatron. And his opponent in the red lane out of Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, 5-time World Finals champion Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. Each with 2 racing wins here in the 2026 Monster Jam season. Your winner, Tristan England, JCB Digatron. Here's the original Super Glue replay of the finish. Tristan England with a nice lead, some big air. Adam Anderson made the best of it and got across the finish line, 22.572. That is the new fastest time of the night. So Tristan England, 22.572 by a full second, recording the fastest time of the night so far. Lane choice on the line here in our final round 2 matchup. Next up out of Columbus, Michigan, 2-time World Finals champion Jim Kohler, Avenger. And in the red lane out of Conroe, Texas, advancing from round 1, Kevin Crocker in Megalodon. Jim 2-0 versus his Team Scream Racing teammate Kevin Crocker so far this season. A spot in the semifinal round is up for grabs. The winner advances to face JCB Digatron, our final round 2 race. We are in Atlanta. Let's go green here in round 2. Your winner is Jim Kohler, Avenger. Megalodon gets a 5-second penalty in that race as well. Here is a look at the original Super Glue replay of the finish. Jim Kohler, 7-time Extreme Air Award winner, coming off the ramp. Nice landing, and Avenger advances to the semifinals to meet Tristan England in JCB Digatron.
It is time for the JCB Racing semifinals. See, these are the 4 fastest drivers we've got at our event today, all hoping to get one step closer for the first 12 points of this event. That top spot on that BKT leaderboard, and of course that racing win. But they're gonna have to work for it, and they're gonna have to hear it from you, Atlanta, so get loud one more time. Come on, are you ready for some JCB Racing semifinals?
All right, fans, here we go in the semifinals. We got 2 drivers out on the track. How many of you think Mayhem's gonna win? And how many of you think that Thunderoris is gonna take the win? These 2 superstars have met 5 times thus far on Stadium Championship Series. East Colt Stevens 4-1 against Chris Kohler, including a win last night here in Atlanta in the JCB Racing Finals with lane choice. Mayhem has taken that blue lane, which is 7-1 so far. Semifinal round, fastest 4. Let's go green! Your winner is Colt Stevens, Thunderoris. So Colt Stevens gets the second win of the night out of that red lane. Here's a look at the original Super Glue Blue to the Action replay It was that pod on that far side for Mayhem with the big air that slowed Chris Kohler down. 23.331 is the time for Thunderoras, and Colt Stevens is moving on for the second night in a row to the JCB Racing final round. There's a look at your bracket. Thunderoras just defeated Mayhem. One race remains. It'll be JCB Digatron going up against Avenger. The winner will advance to the final round for the first 12 points of the night as we continue with the semifinals here of JCB Racing. Time for our second semifinal matchup. How many of you think that JCB Digatron is going to win? And how many of you think that Avenger's going to win? A battle between two-time World Finals champions. They've met 4 times so far this season. Tristan England has won all 4 matchups against the veteran Jim Kohler. The time to beat for lane choice is 23.331. We are down to 2 in the semifinals. The winner advances to meet Colt Stevens in Thunderoras in our final race. And our 2 trucks are pulling to the starting line as we get ready for our final green light this round. It is Avenger, it is JCB Digatron. Tristan England, JCB Digatron. Take a look at the original Super Glue replay on the video board. Tristan England, from start to finish, had the racing win. Great jump across the finish line. Jim Kohler got stuck in the berm. There are your times, 22.840. That means JCB Digatron will have lane choice against Colt Stevens. That is a fast time of 22.840. So it will be Colt Stevens in Thunderoras, Tristan England, JCB Digatron, with Tristan having lane choice as we await our final 2 competitors to find out where Tristan England is going to go. Which lane will he choose? It has been so crucial all weekend long as our final 2 get ready to square off in the JCB Racing Finals.
Atlanta, we've made it all the way to the JCB Racing Finals. Good energy, Atlanta. Keep that up, because only one of these extremely fast Monster Jam drivers is going to walk away with the first 12 points of this event, that racing win, and that top spot on that BKT overall event champion leaderboard. So Atlanta, you gotta get loud, make some noise. Are you ready to meet your JCB Racing finalists?
In the blue lane, riding out of Paris, Texas, 2-time World Finals champion, Tristan England, JCB Digatron. In the red lane, riding out of Houston, Texas, 2-time World Finals champion, Colt Stevens, Thunderoras. Colt won out of the red lane last night, trying to stay undefeated here. your JCB Racing winner, Tristan England, JCB Digatron. So Tristan England stays dominant in that blue lane, had lane choice all night long, stayed with the lane he liked, and continued to win here. Another JCB Racing win for Tristan England, his third of the season, as he continues to rack up those series points on the road to World Finals. He was your BKT overall event champion last round. Let's take a look at the original Super Glue replay up on the video board. Close race, but by about a half a truck length. It is Tristan England recording the fastest time of the night in the final round. So Tristan off to a great start once again this evening. Cole Stevens as well. 22.851 is the time for Cole Stevens. 22.169 is the time that wins Tristan England the JCB Racing matchup and the finals and the bracket. So 12 points going to JCB Digatron. One competition down, two more to go as we await word with our JCB Racing winner, Tristan England. Incredible start here to the night, the day at Echo Park Speedway in Atlanta. Now we're going to send it down to Lindsay, who's with our racing winner, Tristan England.
Tristan, congratulations! JCB Digatron wins JCB Racing. I know that you love the way that sounds, but specifically with this track, it is a difficult one. You had to be all in on every single corner and make sure you hit your marks. What is this moment like? How did you manage to put it all together?
It always feels good to win racing. I grew up from a motorsports background in dirt track racing, so to win one of these, man, it feels so good. All those times my dad told me, hey man, it's just a J-hook when you go out in Vegas, but this is a little bit bigger. We're having fun with you guys, Atlanta. We're still making left turns out here on this track, but we're about to get a little wild. Can we get a taste of how loud you guys can get? Come on.
And let me tell you, it's Sunday Fun Day, and it only gets better here at Monster Jam. Up next is our skills competition. That's one of my favorites. I know it's one of your favorites, and you're someone that's constantly innovating this sport. Do you think you can try something new here at Echo Park Speedway?
I just want to try to do one thing, and that's impress all you Monster Jam fans, but there is one special fan, and he's at home, man. Crash, I get emotional talking about you, man. You're my boy. I love you so much. I do this for you. I do this for all you Monster Jam fans. Shout out to my beautiful wife, too. I love you. You said I'd do something awesome today. Here we go. We're just on a roll. We're just getting started. I love you, Atlanta. Let's get it. Come on, let me hear you get loud.
One more time for Tristan England, JCB Digatron.
Very emotional, rightfully so. Tristan England always happy to talk about his family watching at home, and they got to be happy right now back in Paris, Texas. He has your BKT overall event lead with 12 points, Thunder Roars with 11, Mayhem with 10, Avenger with 9, Gravedigger with 8, and Sparkle Smash with 7, rounding out the top half of our point standings. Coming up next is going to be the skills challenge. There's your criteria. Drivers get 2 attempts to complete one skills maneuver. They got to do the 2 attempts at the same move, or they can attempt to do a donut. You will scan to help score stoppies, poppers, wheelies, bicycles, moonwalks among the tricks you might see out there on that track. You will score with an expert judge 50-50 down the middle to crown the winner of our skills challenge. That is all coming up next right here in Atlanta. Excalibur will get another attempt at that same maneuver.
Give it up for Mike Padrulo, Excalibur. Atlanta, you have 20 seconds to head on over to judgeszone.com or scan that QR code right up there on the video board and submit your scores for Mike Pagliarulo.
Excalibur go for a popper off those kicker blocks down on the track. Was unsuccessful in the first attempt. Was able to get a pop on the back two BKT tires on attempt number 2 into a modified stoppie. And your scores are locked. Let's check out your scores for Excalibur 3.019. Our next competitor, Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. Nose wheelie off the step up. Now we do a stoppie.
Class is in session. Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. 20 seconds to head on over to judgeszone.com. Submit those scores.
Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. Great execution there on the step up. Everything you want to see in a two-wheel skills move. Only took him one attempt to get it done. Off the step up into a nose wheelie. Here's the original Super Glue replay. Take a look. Comes right off. Perfect angle, 180 degrees is the angle of that Monster Jam truck. Edges out into a nose wheelie. Then he's going to stop it on a dime and moonwalk his way back before sliding the BKT tires down. Your scores are in, and your score for Classroom Crusher is 7.991. Your new leader, Classroom Crusher. Our next competitor won this competition last night. It's Joe Foley, El Toro Loco. Slap wheelie. 4 slap wheelies. 5 off the car stack.
Mess with the bull, you get the horns. Joe Foley, El Toro Loco. Head on over to judgeszone.com. 20 seconds to submit those scores.
This move won Joe Foley the skills competition last night. There's your first slap wheelie. Momentum carrying the truck again. This is all one combination. That's 3. There is number 4. And then there is number 5. And he runs into that car stack, which eventually puts a stop to El Toro Loco. But 5 slap wheelies. That's a total of 11 for Joe Foley in this competition over the weekend. Your score for El Toro Loco, 8.016. Your new leader, Joe Foley, El Toro Loco. Here's your current leaderboard in the skills challenge. El Toro Loco with that run, 8.016. Classroom Crusher, 7.991. And Excalibur, 3.019. Up next in the skills competition out of Osteen, Florida, representing Team Tomfoolery, Matt Pagliarulo, Excalibur, Jester. Monster Jam donut there for Jester.
Nearly burned a hole in the track down there. Give it up for Matt Pagliarulo. Jester. Head on over to judgeszone.com. Submit those scores.
There we go. Definitely Matt Pagliarulo and Jester. Of course, Excalibur also a top foolery truck with Mike Pagliarulo, but that was Jester with the powerful donut. Matt, Mike, Jester, Excalibur, a powerful team out of Osteen, Florida. There is your donut. Shout out to all the fans on our YouTube channel letting me know that that was in fact Jester. We know that. Great donut there from Matt Pagliarulo. We'll see where that donut lands on your scores. And your score is locked in. Look at that, 8.240. Your new leader, Matt Pagliarulo, Jester. Up next in the skills competition, Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. Nose wheelie combination for Lucas Stabilizer.
Honk your trucker horn so she can hear you, Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. Head on over to judgeszone.com. Submit those scores.
Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer laying down a successful combination move for you. Let's take a look at the original Super Glue replay. There's a little popper into the nose wheelie. Goes straight out onto that dirt and keeps it going there. Goes a little off to the side, but a nice landing, little breakdance landing on the back end. Your score for Lucas Stabilizer, 7.714. Our next competitor out of Christmas, Florida, it's Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. Sparkle Smash donut. And there goes the confetti on the dirt.
Spinning like a top down there on the track, but she still ends up on all four BKT tires. Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. Submit your scores now, judgeszone.com.
Only a Monster Jam can you see a 12,000-pound unicorn shoot confetti out of his horn and spin around and around and around she went. Jamie Sullivan with the most powerful donut of the weekend, up on 3 wheels and hikes it up on 2. Doesn't stop her at all, continues on that bicycle donut. Incredible power, all the rotations, all the revolutions, still not done. And your scores are locked in. Your score for Sparkle Smash is 8.464, your new leader, Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. Our next competitor, Tristan England, JCB Digatron. Nose really stopping, moonwalk combo. And a wheelie on the back end, he's still going. Triple combo move with another nose wheelie. Quadruple combo now with a wheelie.
He faked us out there in the beginning all the way to a quadruple combo. Make some noise for Tristan England, JCB Digatron. Submit your scores now, judgeszone.com.
Tristan leads this series with 5 skills wins, and this is why he is the reigning World Final Skills Challenge champion. Look at that, just goes a little off to the side, hits the cars, doesn't stop him. Incredible control to shift it right at the exact moment. Wheelies his way back up on top of the berm, which is now a tabletop, and then into another stopping nose wheelie combination. And this is where he's got his eyes on the prize here. Goes in reverse. There is your teeter-totter, the flip that Tristan England has patented, and a wheelie to end the combo. Your score for JCB Digatron is 9.025. Your new leader, JCB Digatron. Out next, Colt Stevens, Thunderoris. On the wheelie bar goes Thunderoris.
Can you hear the roar? It's Colt Stevens, Thunderoris. Head on over to judgeszone.com. Atlanta, you know what to do.
Take a look at the original Super Glue. Go to the action replay. There is the big air, looking for a slap wheelie, gets it, and then goes all the way back onto the wheelie bar. So great control of the truck here for Colt Stevens, sliding Thunderoris all the way across the track. Finally runs out of room after clipping that pod with the bus on top of it, but a long wheelie, and your score for Thunderoris is 8.290. Colt Stevens, Thunderoris now in 3rd place. Coming out next out of Columbus, Michigan, it is Jim Kohler in Avenger.
turning the track into a bakery with all these donuts today. Make some noise for Jim Kohler, Avenger. Submit your scores now at judgeszone.com.
Jim Kohler, Avenger, 7-time Extreme Air Award winner, 2-time World Finals Freestyle champion, throwing in a donut. Getting that ramp does not stop Avenger at all. Just effortless sliding up over it and then back out into that sweet spot. Great rotations there for Jim Kohler and Avenger. Round and round he goes. Your scores are in, and your score for Avenger is 6.895. We go from one Kohler to another. Out next, also out of Columbus, Michigan, is Chris Kohler in Mayhem. There's a stoppie. Now going to try to moonwalk it back up onto the ramp. Adding in a nose wheelie, triple combination.
Taking us to the moon with that moonwalk, Chris Kohler, Mayhem. Scan that QR code up on the video board. 20 seconds to head on over to judgeszone.com.
Original Super Glue replay. Chris Kohler with a beautiful stoppie. And then goes out for the nose wheelie before finally setting into moonwalk. Look at that rear steer toggle just showing off. Crab walking his way back. Gets right up to the lip of that ramp and puts it right back into nose wheelie formation. Triple combo move there from Mayhem. Your score from Mayhem is 7.709. Our next competitor, Kevin Crocker in Megalodon. Wheeling out from Megalodon, goes up onto the ramp, backside of the berm.
Stay out of the water. It's Kevin Crocker, Megalodon. Scan that QR code up on the video board. Head on over to judgeszone.com.
One more competitor remains here in the skills competition. Reverse stoppie attempt, gets one right there, back on the fin, then wheelies Megalodon up onto the backside of the berm, comes all the way across, slides the back two wheels over, back onto that pod, and then down from Megalodon. So a successful reverse stoppie into a wheelie. Your score from Megalodon, 7.554. Our final competitor in the skills competition, Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. donut by Adam Anderson.
Even more donuts down on the track. Give it up for Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. Submit your scores now, judgeszone.com.
Our final competitor in the skills challenge, Adam Anderson, Gravedigger, comes in off the track, goes right into that center of the track, and just continues to sidewind his way into this Gravedigger donut, chase of his dad, Dennis Anderson. And then round and round goes Gravedigger. That's 6 tons of pure steel going around in a circle. Adam Anderson, complete control, continues up on 2 wheels. And an incredible donut. Your scores are locked. Is it enough to take the win? Your score for Adam Anderson, Gravedigger, is 8.684. That is second place. That means your winner of the Monster Jam Skills Challenge, Tristan England, JCB Digatron. For Tristan England, it's his 6th skills win of the season. That leads the series. He is the reigning and defending Utah Sports Commission 2-Wheel Skills Challenge World Finals champion, which I'm sure he will hope to defend in Salt Lake City this July. For Tristan England now doubling down with 24 total points as we update you on the point standings here coming up in just a moment. But 2 for 2, going to try to make it a clean sweep. We saw Tyler Menega do that last night in Inglewood on Stadium Championship Series West. Tristan with an opportunity to do it right here on the East in Atlanta. Your skills winner, Tristan England, JCB Digatron. And there's the move that did it up on the video board. Moonwalks his way back up onto the tabletop into a wheelie, and then goes up on the berm corner side. All the way down again, not done though. Gets it right into that stoppie. There's your nose wheelie. All 4 wheels are moving. And then moonwalks it back. Here comes the teeter-totter flip, a move he perfected in Earthshaker. He's now mastered it in JCB Digatron, a small modified wheelie to end the move, but an incredible combination move. 2 for 2, Tristan England. Let's go down to Lindsay and our skills challenge winner.
Thanks, Scott. Tristan, congratulations on once again adding 12 points towards an overall event championship. A lot of JCB Digatron fans here in Atlanta. We talked about it last night because you swept the weekend last season. Now you got an overall last night. You've got JCB racing. Now a skills win. Do you think you can get freestyle and go ahead and make it a perfect event?
I have no idea because Monster Jam is unexpected, man. Something could happen to these trucks. I could fall down on my face out there. But one thing's for sure, we're all gonna have fun because I know we're all getting suntanned right now, especially you guys in those stands. But let me hear you get electric one more time. We're about to start freestyle, guys. Come on. Let's get loud, Atlanta. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, I know my beautiful wife's watching. I already shouted you out, but this is too much fun. I love you, babe. I cannot wait to be home with you guys. This is so much fun. I get to live out my childhood dream, but I promise you guys, you can always get by with the little Jesus. Right there, baby. It's Sunday Fun Day. Let's have some fun for freestyle. Get loud!
We have reached the pinnacle of today's event. Atlanta, this is Monster Jam Freestyle.
Slap wheelie combination move. Big air into a slap wheelie for Kevin Crocker and Megalodon. Clears the bus stack with another slap wheelie now up over the near side corner of that berm. Up over the ramp. trying to make the save, and that is it for Megalodon.
Stay out of the water. It's Kevin Crocker, Megalodon. Head on over to judgeszone.com. Submit those scores.
Kevin Crocker, Megalodon with one freestyle win on the season back in San Antonio. Got the overall there as well. Here's the original Super Glue replay. Comes up over the blue berm and then goes into a modified bicycle. There's some big airs. Megalodon started to heat up, multiple slap wheelies throughout this run, and then goes over to the right side of this track. Clears the bus stack again on that side. Coming back over, it will be the race ramp of the pod that does it right here on that jump. Just clips it, that front left BKT tire clips that ramp and runs out of room with the tabletop on the other side, that step-up ramp. So Megalodon ends up on its lid, and that'll do it as you see our JCB Dirt Squad getting Megalodon back on all four BKT tires. Your score for Megalodon is in, and your score for Kevin Crocker and Megalodon is a 6.266 to get freestyle started. Fans, once again, you can still donate to St. Jude. The QR code's up on the video board. You can also go to monsterjam.com/St. Jude and join in the movement. We are always proud to be partnered up with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. All the proceeds, that's 100% of every dollar donated, goes to the families of St. Jude patients. So you have a child that's fighting childhood cancer. The families do not have to pay a single bill because of your help, because of our help, and because of all of the incredible things that St. Jude does. So once again, go to monsterjam.com/St. Jude to donate and join us as we help fight childhood cancer. We continue on here with freestyle. Our next competitor out of Osteen, Florida, it's Matt Pagliarulo in Chester. There's a slap wheelie back on the wheelie bar to start the freestyle run. The clock starts ticking as soon as the Monster Jam truck hit its first obstacle. Big time air on the red berm for Matt Pagliarulo as the Jestolate goes flying here through Atlanta. Chester now begins its run from left to right, all the way out on the far left side of this Atlanta track. Now the hood comes off, front clip is off, as Matt Pagliarulo runs right over the Morgan backflip. Another big time jump for Chester. Able to maintain control again from one side of the track to the other and up over each berm. Matt's going to try to save it and ends up on the car stack, and that is it for Chester.
Leaving carnage out there on the track. Give it up for Matt Pagliarulo, Chester. 20 seconds to head on over to judgeszone.com. Submit those scores.
So 2 for 2 here on these incredible freestyle runs. This track unforgiving once again. There is the air. That is some serious elevation homes from Matt Pagliarulo, and Chester again goes over that double. Nice tiptoeing it into a slap wheelie and then up over the car stack right there, the blue car stack for Chester. as the Jestelade continues his run. As I mentioned, all the way on the far side of the left track, comes back over again, demolishes the inside ramp on the Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp right here, just climbs over that container. And then Jester would make his way over to the right side of the track, again picking up steam, air after air after air. Another big jump from Matt Pagliarulo. Stays on the center ramp and then just clips the car stack here, loses it, and rolls it. Your score is in, and your score for Jester is 7.785. Your new leader, Matt Pagliarulo, Jester.
Hanging out with Bo, Dawson, and Kaylee. Totally nailed it that time. Just made 3 new best friends up here in the stands. But first, before we play our game, you guys got to tell me, who's your favorite Monster Jam truck?
Grave Digger. Sparkle Smash. Rayman.
Okay, apparently parents are translating. Apparently he said Megalodon, so I'll take it. Well, we are about to play some slider trivia. Do you think you're really smart?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, I think so too, just by looking at you guys. So take a look up at the big screen. We're gonna play some slider trivia, and we are gonna ask you, what is the top speed of a Monster Jam truck? That slider over there is gonna move across the screen. You just gotta tell it to stop over the answer. So let's get that slider going.
Stop.
All right, we're in a consensus. We all said stop. Right around 100. Is the top speed of a Monster Jam truck right around 100? Let's take a look. Right on the nose, you guys. It is 100, and it looks like you guys are having fun, so it definitely looks like you might want to come back, so I've got this super special prize pack for you. And inside, you're going to find tickets to another Monster Jam at Gas South Arena, September 12th and 13th, so we will see you guys back there for some more Monster Jam. So Atlanta, make some noise for all my new friends, Bo, Dawson, and Kaylee.
It's time to continue on with Monster Jam Freestyle. Our next competitor out of Osteen, Florida, former Monster Jam Rookie of the Year. It's Mike Pagliarulo in Excalibur. That's a way to start freestyle, big time jump. With the hood hanging off, Excalibur again with a big jump. One after another, this time over the bus stack, gets caught up in that ramp, able to spin out again. Now Mike Pagliarulo with a donut. Excalibur now setting up for the Morgan & Morgan backflip. And Mike Pagliarulo sends it, spins it, and lands it. First backflip of the day for Excalibur. 18 seconds left on the clock. Will we see a wow moment here?
Give it up for Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur! Head on over to judgeszone.com. Submit those scores.
As he gets out of the truck, make some noise. Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. Giving you the first Morgan to Morgan backflip of the day. Is it enough to take the lead here in freestyle? We will find out as we await your scores to come in. But incredible run, just jump after jump. Let's find out. Your score for Excalibur is 9.085. Your new leader, Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. We're going to take a look at the video board. Here's your original Superglue replay. Just picking it up. Excalibur, big air after big air. Front clip off again over the bus stack goes Mike Pagliarulo. He is not afraid to air it out and throw it down. Went for a donut on that sweet spot on the track. Then comes up cross-threading. Try to shed that Excalibur body again over the bus stack. And just the Morgan and Morgan backflip, the BKT tires right within those white lines. Executed perfectly. Then here is the jump of the run for Excalibur. Again, lands it beautifully, keeps that speed, keeps that throttle rhythm. And a great run for Excalibur as Mike Pagliarulo has now taken the freestyle lead. He is trying to get his 4th freestyle win of the 2026 Monster Jam season. There is your leaderboard. 9.085 is the score to beat. 3 trucks in, 9 more to go as we continue our final competition of the weekend here at Echo Park Speedway. Next up in freestyle out of Mirabel, Quebec, Canada, your 2019 World Finals high jump champion, Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. Cynthia Gauthier hitting every jump in her way from one side of the track to the other and then back. Now over the double sky wheelie brake check. Pogo bounce, nose down, lands it, keeps going. Second time hitting that transfer jump from the back end of the blue berm. Lucas Stabilizer lining up for the Morgan & Morgan backflip. "15 seconds on the clock. Cynthia Gauthier goes for the backflip. Gets a nice push and lands it. Clock is paused with 5 seconds. And final 5 seconds on the clock after the Morgan & Morgan backflip. There was a hard push off the back two BKT tires, and that'll do it for the run.
Scoring for Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer is now open on judgeszone.com.
Cynthia Gauthier comes into this run with the 4th highest freestyle average on this series, still looking for her first win of the 2026 season as we check out the original Superglue replay. Just perfection from one side of the track to the other, methodical in her approach, hitting every jump. There's that backside berm jump, transfers onto the ramp, and then comes in again with some nice air. Keeps the throttle going, able to continue her momentum, then again over the bus stack, and then to the Morgan & Morgan backflip. Your scores are in. Your score for Lucas Stabilizer is 8.219. That moves Cynthia Gauthier up to 2nd place here in freestyle. Here's your current freestyle leaderboard. 9.085 is still the score to beat from Excalibur. Lucas Stabilizer jumps up into 2nd. Jester in 3rd. Megalodon currently in 4th. 4 trucks in, 8 to go. So we got a long way to go here until we crown our BKT overall event champion. Continue with freestyle. Our next competitor out of Itasca, Illinois, is Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. Camden Murphy shoots the gap, center lane. Now up on the blue side of that tabletop. Classroom Crusher now sticking to the outside of this Echo Park Speedway track over for a donut. We've seen that sweet spot right there in the middle. Brake check, sky wheelie, slap wheelie combination. Less than 30 seconds to go for Classroom Crusher. But now Camden Murphy lining up for the Morgan & Morgan backflip. Classroom Crusher goes in, spins it out, brake check, looking for the moonwalk, gets it. finish it off with a powerful donut.
Class is in session for Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. Head on over to judgeszone.com, submit those scores.
Classroom Crusher making full use of this incredible track here at Echo Park Speedway. Here's the original Super Glue replay. Checks it up briefly there to end up getting down the backside of that ramp and then comes up over the tabletop with the air. Here is your donut, the first one on that center spot of this track. Your scores are in. Your score for Classroom Crusher is 7.707. Our next competitor in freestyle, two-time World Finals champion, Cole Stevens, Thunderoris. Jump of the run so far as Cole Stevens starting to get his rhythm and find his placement on this track. Here comes Thunderoris accelerating to the bus stack, clears it by a truck length. Now Thunderoris swinging back around. The World Finals, former World Finals freestyle champion Cole Stevens goes from the far left here onto the center portion. Less than 30 seconds to go. Sky Wheelie checks it up. Now turning in for the Morgan to Morgan backflip. Here goes Thunderoris. Push again, checks it up again, and a successful backflip for Cole Stevens. Ends up on the sidewalls and ends up on the side. The run is over for Cole Stevens and Thunderoris. Scoring is open. Get your scores in right now at judgeszone.com. Scan the QR code. Here's the original Super Glue replay. Look at that jump from Colt. Great angle on that air. Allows him to clear all the obstacles in front of him. Then comes back again over the bus. Truck landing a little off to the side. Colt able to maintain control and center the truck back every single time. And then there's some big air over the double. There's your Sky Wheelie. Checks it up and makes his way to the Morgan backflip. Pushes it off on the short landing there. Look at that rotation from Thunderoris. And then goes for the donut, ends up on the sidewalls. Your scores for Cole Stevens and Thunderoris is 8.385. That moves Thunderoris up to second. Look at our current freestyle leaderboard. Excalibur still with a score to be 9.085. Thunderoris moves up into second. Lucas Stabilizer drops to third. Jester in fourth. Classroom Crusher in fifth. Megalodon currently in sixth. So Excalibur still with that score to be 9.085 as we move into the second half of our freestyle competition. Now let's catch you up on the overall point standings coming into freestyle. Tristan England trying to lock down that perfect event. He has yet to run. Cole Stevens just ran. He's got 20 points. Adam Anderson, Gravedigger with 19. Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash with 17. Chris Kohler, Mayhem with 14. Jim Kohler, Avenger with 11. But the lead and the perfect event so far is currently held by Tristan England, JCB Digatron. Let's continue on with Monster Jam Freestyle. Out next, two-time World Finals Freestyle champion, Jim Kohler, Avenger. Flips it back, two wheels up, clips it on the ramp, trying to maintain control. And that'll do it for Jim Kohler and Avenger. No score for Avenger. 99 seconds left on the clock when the truck rolled. Again, you got to reach that 90-second mark in order to get a score. So unfortunately, the 7-time Extreme Air Award winner will not get a score. Coming off the berm, just clipped the back two wheels on that ramp, ended up going into a bicycle to try to save it. Here's the replay up on the board right here. The back two wheels go up. Jim does a great job of trying to save it, but just ends up on that step up. And unfortunately, the angle of the truck unable to save it and center it back on four wheels. So there is your current leaderboard after A-Trucks. Excalibur with the lead, 9.085. Thunder Roars in second. Lucas Stabilizer, Jester, Classroom Crusher, Megalodon. As we continue on to freestyle, we're going to send it down to Lindsay Noble back in the pits.
Thanks, Scott. Over here, I'm joined by Tomfoolery Motorsports. We've got Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur, Matt Pagliarulo in Jester. Father-son duo out here on the road, getting to live the dream. You guys were once just fans in the stands, and now you get to be behind the wheel. Talk to us about what it means to be able to be here with your son. Right now, he's in the lead.
I mean, it's incredible. You know, all of my kids, you know, they're racing monster trucks now. We came and started Monster Jam as a family, you know, 30 years ago, coming to all these events, and now we're competing as a family. And I am so proud of what this team has done. Michael's doing a tremendous job. 41 years of Excalibur, known for no guts, no glory, and he is living up to the name. That's a legendary truck, and he is doing a great job, and we could not be any happier. Fans in Atlanta, are you guys having a good time so far, or what?
And it only keeps getting better. Right now, 8 trucks have gone. We've got 4 additional trucks, but right now you are in that first place spot. Now, this series is a tour of World Finals caliber drivers, but I think I met your biggest fan here today. He said he went to World Finals to see you. You finished 4th in freestyle. He's here to see you. He's decked out in Excalibur gear, and let me tell you, he was going crazy in the stands.
You know, I love Pit Party because we can just see how many fans we have. You know, I've seen quite a bit of Excalibur shirts, crew shirts, and all that stuff, and it just pumps us up. In the beginning of the event, it went all downhill for me and Dad. So we knew we had to go out there for freestyle. His second hit was out there, just huge, and I was like, I can't have Dad show me up. So we're gonna go out there and go even harder, because that's what Excalibur does, baby! Woo!
Give it up one more time for Tomfoolery Motorsports.
Let's continue on with freestyle. Next up out of Christmas, Florida, this is Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. lot of speed right now for Jamie Sullivan and Sparkle Smash. Big time air, there's a brake check. Gets a slap wheelie, saving the truck. Just came all the way down. Big time throttle rhythm for Jamie Sullivan. Picking up speed. Now she's in front of the Morgan & Morgan backflip. Lining up Sparkle Smash. Here she goes. Hits the gas. Everybody Sparkle Smash. Morgan & Morgan backflip for Jamie Sullivan. Over and bicycle on the landing. Great save and catch for Jamie Sullivan to keep her foot on the gas. Now 15 seconds left on the clock. Here comes Sparkle Smash over the backside of the red berm. Huge air, follows it up over the bus stack again, up on the nose across the track, and hits the brakes. What a finish for Jamie Sullivan. Sparkle Smash scoring is open. Get your scores in right now. Incredible run. We'll show it up on the replay board, but she's going to get out of the truck. Show her some love after you lock in your scores. Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. Fast as lightning down there on the track, meant business and got it. Business just picked up as Sparkle Smash getting it done on the freestyle track. Now you can show her some love. Your scores are in. Let's take a look at the video board. Your score for Jamie Sullivan and Sparkle Smash is 8.825. That jumps Sparkle Smash up to second place. Here's the original Super Glue replay. What a finish to this run. Started building up that big air, the Morgan & Morgan backflip for Jamie Sullivan. And then here on the backside of the blue berm, clips that ramp, able to maintain control. Big air again for Sparkle Smash. Flying through the air over the bus stack. Jamie Sullivan on the backside again. There is the big jump. The horn flies off and just continues on that wheelie on the landing. Another huge air for Jamie Sullivan. And then she goes off the race ramp, hits the brakes, and we continue on from Leicester, Massachusetts. This is Joe Foley, El Toro Loco. Deep spit out for Joe Foley, El Toro Loco on the far left. Now coming up, picking up speed. Here comes the blue berm, gonna transfer on to that race ramp, nails it. Brake check in, over, and cattywampus, able to get into that double, right into that gap, centers the truck. Another spin out for El Toro Loco, hiking it up on three wheels. Here comes Joe Foley. Backside red berm, freestyle. Foley has arrived, big time air. Off the left side of the bus stack, step up, continuing on. "20 seconds remain, hits the tabletop. Flies off, able to save it. And that'll do it for El Toro Loco. 12 seconds left on the clock. Get your scores in for Joe Foley, El Toro Loco in his 25th year. That code ATL, once again, if you're going to judgeszone.com, or you can scan the QR code up on the video board. Just zone in your camera. And Joe Foley out there, he can hear you. Make some noise for Joe Foley, El Toro Loco. We'll find out if that run was enough to take the lead. Big air for the Crazy Bull. A lot of great saves as well. Look at the air just on the landing alone, building in that shock package. There's your checkup. Transfers onto that race ramp, continues on, accelerating full throttle down the center race lane. And again, bounces again off to the left side. That was your cattywampus in that double. And then Joe Foley staying low to the ground, low center of gravity, flies off to the left of the track. Your scores for El Toro Loco are locked in. We're gonna find out what you gave him. Your score for El Toro Loco is 8.788. That moves El Toro Loco into third position. 3 trucks remain in freestyle. We're gonna find out if perfection is in the air. Here comes your current season points leader and the overall event leader, Tristan England, JCB Tigatron. Big jump there for Tristan England's gonna spin this a little bit, tries to make the save. And he's got another chance right here, and he saves it. That is the save of the day. Tristan England twice gets himself out of trouble. A save of the year candidate, if I do say so, from the 2-time World Finals champion Tristan England, making magic in Atlanta. Now going to try to top it with a Morgan backflip. Here goes JCB Tigatron looking for the perfect event. Skies the truck. Hard side slap on the right. Able to continue, get the truck center. And locked in with 39 seconds left on the clock over the car stack. Here comes Tristan England, and here comes JCB Tigatron. Bicycle. Up out of the nose, tries to save it again. A lot of momentum carrying JCB Tigatron. Now Tristan England trying to finish off this freestyle run on all 4 wheels.
Can you dig it, Tristan England, JCB Tigatron? 20 seconds to submit those scores, judgeszone.com.
Tristan England, JCB Tigatron with perhaps the save of the year in this run. He enters this competition with the highest freestyle average on this series. He has yet to win a freestyle competition. Have you changed that for the series points leader? Let's find out. Your score for JCB Digatron is 9.578. Your new leader, Tristan England, JCB Digatron. Here's the original Super Glue replay of this phenomenal run. Comes off very crazy on the landings, able to save it with the front wheel, saves it again with the other wheel, then goes over, and a third save, twisting JCB Digatron around. Incredible awareness to catch it at that split second. Here is your Morgan and Morgan backflip. Hard side slap on the right, is able to hit reverse on two wheels and line the truck up again, and then comes off the left. Coming down the red side of the lane, goes onto a bicycle. Some more big air for Tristan England as he clips the back wheels, able to save the truck. Again, multiple saves. You get the backflip and then the triple save. Incredible. That is your new freestyle leader. Let's continue on with freestyle. Up next, out of Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, 5-time World Finals champion, it's Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. Nice wheelie combination, comes off the gap jump into the double into a wheelie. Morgan to Morgan backflip for Adam Anderson. Gravedigger just goes right in. Low center of gravity, spins it around, executed backflip. Here comes Adam Anderson for a big time jump. Nearly clears that backside of that, from the backside run to the race ramp, over to the bus stack, and again on the gap jump's gonna clip it here into a bicycle. And that'll do it for Adam Anderson and Gravedigger.
The black and green wrecking machine, Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. 20 seconds to submit your scores, Atlanta. You know what to do.
Phenomenal ending there to that freestyle run. Adam Anderson, Gravedigger just sliding off this freestyle track as he tries to take the freestyle lead away from Tristan England, ruin the perfect event. Let's take a look at the original Super Glue replay. Biggest jump of the run right there. Gets that back left wheel caught up a little bit, slides him out. And then comes up again, stays low over the gap. There's your double jump into a slap wheelie combination. And then slaps it up again, pulls the front of that truck up with momentum. Brake check again, goes for another slap wheelie. Good technical run here as well for Adam Anderson. 2 freestyle wins on the season, trying to make it number 3. Your score for Adam Anderson at Gravedigger is 8.432, currently 5th place for Gravedigger. We're going to take a look here at our current freestyle leaderboard. 9.578 is the score to beat. Tristan England, JCB Diggatron, Excalibur in second, Sparkle Smash in third, El Toro Loco in fourth, Grave Digger fifth, Thunder Roar is currently in sixth. 11 trucks have run in freestyle. One more truck remains, and is our freestyle winner from last night, Chris Kohler in Mayhem, yet to run. Here's your current overall leaderboard with one truck remaining. JCB Diggatron just one run away from a perfect event. It'll be the second on the weekend. Tyler Menega did it last night on the West Series out in Inglewood. Tristan has a chance to do it here today. Thunder Roars with 20, Grave Digger with 19, Sparkle Smash 17, and Mayhem with 14, rounding out our current top 5.
Echo Park Speedway, Atlanta fans, you got one more guy coming. My son, I couldn't be more proud. Chris Kohler in Mayhem. Here he comes. Get ready. Your last night's freestyle winner. Tonight, he's gonna rock. Yeah! Yeah! Woo!
Stay to the right, now swinging around to take over the left side. Coming up on the berm. Chris Kohler transfers that, just clips the end of that race ramp. Continuing on now, here comes Chris Kohler in Mayhem, now over the gap jump. Morgan and Morgan backflip attempt for last night's freestyle winner. Here comes Mayhem. Skies the truck. Lands it down. And Chris Kohler now has 30 seconds left on the clock to continue on with this freestyle run. Berm jump onto the ramp. Huge air for Chris Kohler and Mayhem. And a wheelie combo, your score is open for Mayhem. Go ahead and get him in, our final freestyle competitor, as he lands his truck back up on that tabletop. He won freestyle last night. It is up to you as to whether he doubles down. Tristan England awaiting to see if he has a perfect event. Get your scores in for Mayhem. Make some noise for Chris Kohler. Mayhem! Your score is in. Your score for Chris Kohler Mayhem is 8.520. That means your freestyle winner, Tristan England, JCB Diggatron, has a perfect event. He sweeps the day here in Atlanta. JCB Racing, the Skills Challenge, and Freestyle. There's your leaderboard, 36 straight 12s across the board. Sparkle Smash in second, Gravedigger in third, Thunder Roars in fourth, and Mayhem in fifth to round out the top 5. A great weekend. Tristan England will double down. We're going to hear from him right now. Let's join Lindsay and our overall event champion.
Tristan England, JCB Digatron with a perfect event here in Atlanta, Georgia. You have not only swept last season, but sweeping this season here yet again. What was your game plan going into this weekend, and how did it pay off here?
My game plan is to always have a good time, and I tell you what, when we have a pit party before the Monster Jam event, it really gets me going. You fans fuel the fire for us drivers to go out here and do something crazy. I will tell you right now, I like to keep it clean. You know, I'm a very technical driver, so when I huck-a-bucked off of the one hit and it stood up on the front 2 tires, I did not want to lay down. I didn't want to lay over. I wanted to save it. But, hey, it was for you guys. Atlanta, you guys are awesome every single year. I'm glad I could sweep it last year. Even honored to do it this year. But thank you guys for coming out on Sunday Fun Day, having a good time with us. Crash, I love you, dude. We gained another one. Kiera, I love you. Hey, I got one more thing to say. All year long, all we're doing is standing on business.
Tristan England, your overall event champion, the series points leader as well, increasing his series points. There's a look at the current season point standings, now a 62-point lead for JCB Digatron over Classroom Crusher. Gravedigger still in third, Mayhem stays in fourth, and Thunder Roar stays in fifth. So a big weekend for Tristan England. JCB Digatron seemingly unbeatable in Atlanta. That's now 4 in a row for him. We've had a lot of great moments here this weekend. What are some of your highlights, Eliza?
My highlights have got to be the fans. We've had some incredible interactions. Just yesterday, we had a fan. I know we talked about this during Trackside yesterday, too, because it was insane. Someone said they had been to over 50 Monster Jams. So, Atlanta, you guys really brought the heat in more ways than one, because, boy, am I sweating through this polo shirt. But it was worth it. You guys are incredible down there.
That's why you got to wear the quarter sleeve, you know, it doesn't sweat too much. We've had such a great time here. Thanks to the fans that came to Atlanta to watch us here the last 2 nights. Thanks to all of our fans on YouTube and the live streams for tuning in. We do appreciate it. That is it. Make sure on your way out, if you are here at Echo Park Speedway, you grab some last-minute merchandise to take home a souvenir from tonight's event. Go to monsterjam.com. Get your tickets for World Finals 25 here right now so we can see you at Salt Lake City, the biggest event of the year. For Eliza and Lindsay, I'm Scott Jordan. Thanks so much. We'll see you right here next time on Monster Jam.